Just waiting on y'all to come back in. Get everybody back. All right, so I know I went through that last one quick. So I'm actually going to pick up and do that one more time. So I'm going to share my screen. All right, and we are recording. So again, the way that you do this is you go into your stat and you edit and you put those 3 coordinates in. So your X's go in L1 and your Y's go in L2. So there's your equations, your coordinates. Stat, calc, and then whatever you're trying to find, exponential. And then just keep hitting enter and it'll show your equation. You can do this for everything except for absolute value. Okay, absolute value will not work. So then I'm going to go over this quadratic real fast and I'll show you how to do it. Tell me what your points are. Looks like maybe -4, 2. I can't tell if it's -4 or -5, 2. -5, 2. We have -2, 4. No, -4, 4. And then -6, 4. We're going to say that's what they are. They're clear on your test tomorrow. That's a -4. All right, so go into stat and edit. All your X values go in L1. So I have -6, -5, and -4. Then write your coordinates, -6, 4, -5, 2, and -4, 4. These may be 3s. I'm not sure. I can't really read them. But for the purposes, it'll do it. Stat, calc, quadratic regression. And we get these numbers. So this is what your equation looks like. Now, this does not write it. It's ax squared, 2x squared, plus bx plus c. This does not write it in the form that I want it in, but for our purposes, we'll be okay. We'll learn how to change it to that form eventually, okay? Any questions right now? All right, so here's what I'm gonna do.
What is the formula for that?
It's on your calculator, you see it? Ax squared plus bx plus c.
Hey, Miss Jones, do you do like the retest on certain parts like Miss Rose does?
We're gonna talk about it in just a second. Give me a minute, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna stop this share, but I'm gonna go into y'all's modules to show you what it's gonna look like. You cannot see it yet. I can, you cannot. And I'm gonna share my screen. And so this is what you're gonna see tomorrow, okay? So unit 1, test, goal 1. Goal 1. All you're gonna see is your actual upload. So you're gonna see the equation and you have to upload your graph, okay? So that's gonna be an all upload. That's gonna take a little while. Now for your Math 3, Unit 2, test, goal 2 graphs. So our goal 2 was those domain and range, right? Okay, so if it's domain and range, I gave you the graphs. You can write your domain and range on a separate sheet of paper or whatever, but then you're gonna go to this Unit 1, test, goal 2, and actually input them, okay? So if you have questions about that, you have to let me know. Goal 3, again, is just putting in answers. Make sure you type them all the same way that I told you guys to, and goal 4 is exactly what we just looked at, okay? So again, goal 1 is all graphing. You're gonna have to upload your graphs. That one's gonna take forever for me to grade. Goal 2 is all domain and range, and you'll see that it's 20 points because one question is domain, one question is range. So that makes it 20 points instead of the 10 points. So it's still only 10 questions, but it's worth 20 points, okay? Unit 1 test, goal 3 is the click boxes to tell the translations or the reflections. And then the evaluating piecewise. So you're going to plug it into piecewise. And then the last one is telling me, is it linear, exponential, quadratic, absolute value, or you are writing the equations. So when you guys are doing this, if you have any questions, just remind me, literally send me a remind message or ask me through email or whatever. I should be sitting here. I will not have an official Zoom tomorrow. Okay. I will not have an official Zoom. I will not answer questions that are on the, I don't know how to explain it to you. I'll answer questions that you have, but I'm not going to work out the test questions with you like I would do on your quizzes or whatever. Okay. I'm not going to do that. I want you to take this on your own. Yes, there will be retests. We do standards-based grading, which means you have 10 points on the first test. If you get 80 or above, it will go in as a 100. Everybody got that? 80 or above, it'll go in as a 100. But you will still have to retest if you miss anything. Okay, you will still have to retest. You retest until, well, you only get one more chance to retest, but if you haven't made 100, you have to retest, okay? So when we do this, if you only miss goal 2, so you got 100s on everything else. If you miss goal 2, you have to retest only goal 2. You don't have to retest on everything else. So basically what you're going to do is you're also going to get a grade for test corrections. That's the best that I can call it. If you don't make goal, you're trying to boost your score. If you make goal, you are getting a grade for test corrections. Is that confusing, or you guys understand what I'm saying? Yes, no, maybe.
Not really. I don't understand.
Okay, so if you look at, let me pop back to this other screen. All right, so this is goal 1. Let's say you get 4 out of the 10 right, so you get a 40. You're going to actually get 2 scores for retesting on that goal. You'll get hopefully a higher score. Got that? You want better than a 40. And you'll get a test correction score, which will be 100 just for taking it. So that's all you got to do. So retest it. Now, say you get to goal 3, which was the easy one. Goal 3, you got every single question right on goal 3. You don't have to do anything. You're good to go. Okay. Say you made a 90 on goal 3. You'll get your 100 for your test. Okay. So I give you extra credit that way. You'll get your 100 for your test, but then you have to go back and do test corrections. So anything less than a 100, you are retesting on. You are retesting on.
So pretty much after, if you fail a goal, you get 2 grades for 1.
Okay, if you fail
For
the
1
goal,
selection.
if you fail the goal, you can retake it. You will get the higher of the 2 scores. Okay, you will get the higher of the 2 scores, but you will still have to do test corrections, which you will also get a grade for, which is the second time you took it.
All right,
Will
thank
they be
you.
like the exact same questions?
Yeah, they will be. No, they won't be. No. Your test corrections will come from this. Your retest will come from something different. So you are right on that. We have a different retest because I'm not giving you the same questions. They're close. So like this one's still going to be linear, but it might be a negative linear, or it might be over here. If that makes sense. It looks exactly the same though.
Are we retesting tomorrow too?
No. We are, okay, so our plan is, I'm gonna come off of this for a minute. I'm gonna stop recording.